Hey, what's up, guys? It's killing me not to be there with y'all these past couple days, but like I said in that other note, my dad had a heart attack. Luckily, it ended up being like on the milder side for heart attacks, and he's recovering and stable. So I'm gonna try to be there tomorrow, even though you are taking the exam. But I did come with a list of things to tell you about. Some of them, if you looked over the list, probably made sense. Some of them might not. But I'll just give you that rundown real fast. First of all, you know, pep talk, you are so ready. You are too ready, beyond ready. So just embrace the carnage. The test is supposed to be hard. They make it hard. People that get 5s are gonna miss tons of questions. So keep moving forward, stay positive, stay fresh, you know, let that question go. You're gonna miss some, keep rolling forward. I promise you're ready. I promise you're gonna crush, promise you're gonna dominate. Make sure just, you know, you can't do any of that if you're not ready to take it. Be there early. We have the AM session. I heard somebody the other day say, are we in the afternoon or morning? We're in the morning. Most people will go to the auxiliary gym, although I did notice on their spreadsheet, like you might have saw me mention there, some people from last name Snyder through Z are gonna go to C104. I didn't have the number when I sent the message, but C104, make sure you got photo ID. If you're one of those people, which I know how some of you are, and you're like, oh, photo ID, I don't have one, even though we sent messages about it and talked about it. If you go to Canvas and look at, there's an announcement I did a while back. It's got a PowerPoint. There's got a photo ID form you can print off, put a photo. I'll try to be in my room early in the morning, or you can go to Student Services for them to sign it, but I can sign it. Would probably be better and faster if you need that last second thing, excuse me. Make sure you memorize your password, because you can't use a phone or a watch or anything, and it won't save it for you necessarily. If you want to, you know, no cramming. I know how some of you are. Even some of the names I want to say, but I don't want to put on the video. Individual people, do not cram. It takes a year to learn this course. Please sleep, hydrated, good food, carb load. Is like the best thing you can do, because you just need your brain will piece it all together and you'll be fresh and ready. That's so much more important than some last little nugget of information. I promise you, with all this crazy review tests and everything, I've driven you so hard, way beyond what you need to know. So please just sleep, drink a lot of water, and eat some good food. If you do want to look over something, that tip sheet where we wrote the cheat codes on the back, like by hand, flip that over. If you want to look over something, that's cool. Or listen to this video. Got a few more little nuggets to give you. Remember what we said. I only mentioned this to one class, I think. I was going to have you write this on your cheat sheet. The multiple choice. I was listening to somebody, and you know, y'all are good enough to figure this out anyway, but most of the wrong answers, the way they make them wrong is it's the wrong time period. Like that example we looked at with Song China early in our ongoing multiple choice practice, where, like, you know, one of the answers is going to be stupid, and then one of the answers is, you know, might be the wrong time period, and it sounds good because you remember, you know, Ming and Xing and all that. Yeah, they went out in the Indian Ocean, so that choice that was like China dominating Indian Ocean trade sounded good, but then when you look at the others, they were more songy and like that big land empire doing rich stuff, big production and everything. So it's the wrong time period is how they'll get it. Like, wait a minute, nah. You know, Whitey wasn't dominating the Indian Ocean yet in period 2. Like, they were there. If it's a period 1 question, it's like they weren't even there. Like, that's how you'll get some questions right without even looking at the question, without even looking at the text. Like, there was a guy that claimed, I told one class that he could take the test in like 15 minutes just by looking at the question, being like wrong time period, or wrong HTS. Like, they'll say, you know, what was an effect of World War II or something, and then they'll be like, horrific global depression, and you'll be like, wait a minute, that sounds good, but that was the cause of World War II. You know, so that's some of the ways they get it wrong. If you're like panicking, you're going fast, remember broad ones are more likely to be right, because the more details they have, they're trying to make it wrong, because it's hard to make wrong answers, where like the nerds won't fight you and be like, no, wait a minute. So it's hard to do that. Remember, I love the difference between a 3 and a 5. We looked at that Medjai, you know, that Medjai elites arguing about it situation. The people that get 3s will know Medjai. They'll know that as an example. They'll be able to define it, man. But then they'll be weak and they'll let the test get them. And they'll say, but I don't remember elites arguing about it. The people that get 5s, they're in the same boat. They remember Medjai, they can define it. And they're like, they just roll with it. Fan fiction. That is our secret weapon and why we dominate. And the fact that we've leaned into it even more this year is why we're going to dominate even more. Just go for it, baby. Sprinkle in the history stuff that's real, like Medjay, and they updated their infrastructure and their industry and copied European government systems, and then you just make up the other part, fan fiction, because it's probably true as long as it rhymes with history. And you're like, you know, certain Japanese elites wanted to hang on to those traditions and the Bushido and the samurai code and all that. I just realized I was supposed to make a Fidel Piety joke about taking care of my dad and my mom as part of the review, but you know, y'all are gonna get that right anyway if you get to use it. What else we got here? I got a little list. You know, I want you to tell yourself this before you go to sleep. When you walk in there, everybody's getting the mom bird point. Remember, even if you hate me and you're like, screw that guy, I'm not even gonna try, whatever, don't hate yourself. Go get the mom bird point. All you gotta do, 3 sentences, you get a whole point. It's the easiest point on the whole test. That point, because the DBQ is worth so much, is worth a ton. It's worth more than many multiple choice questions. Just that one thing. So try more than 3, I hope. Don't even have to be part of an essay. You better not do that though. Better not do that. Y'all love me, I love you. Better try to write your whole essay the best you can. Just give it your heart. You'll be chilling and relaxing the rest of the day. Go watch some cartoons, eat some ice cream. But everybody gets the mom bird point, dude. Everybody on the SAQ, if they give you identify the claim, put it in your own words. Y'all can do that. You're basically just mom birding the dude's argument or claim he's making. Everybody gets those points, and we're already, boom, ahead of a large part of the world. Then you just battle everything else. You know, tell yourself when you go to bed, my thesis, I don't care what they say, what they do, no judge can look me in the eyes and be like, you didn't slide. No, I slid aggressively. Hey, this was the biggest, this was the most, this was, yeah, this one was slightly, but this one was by far the biggest, by far the most. This one was limited, but man, this one was major. Or you just go up. This was the biggest cause of World War II because blah, 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 and because blah, 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 blah. Speaking of becauses, they make sense. They illustrate what you're trying to say. They have aggressive action verbs. You know, if you're saying something changed, then man, it better have changed it, especially if it's negative. Use those slide boosters if you can. Like, it had a highly negative effect, you know, because it destroyed the economy for generations to come, you know, whatever. Like, be aggressive, take some chances. Who cares? We're all gonna be just chilling, eating ice cream, singing Kumbaya afterwards. Hit that pinata, bang that pinata. Fan fiction, baby. Go wild, go crazy. What else we got here? Meditate and visualize. This whole week leading up to it, I wasn't gonna make you do that much, but I was gonna have you rep out, drawing your DBQ breakdown. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. All right. Skull and bones at the bottom. Context brainstorm. Maybe you should think about doing that quick context brainstorm before you even read the docs if you want. Just grind. If you're a slow reader, maybe you know, just cannibalize. Don't even do 1 or 2 of the docs, because our goal is to use 5. Outside evidence too, baby. Y'all know so much. The average score on that fill in the blank test was like a 97. You're gonna know something about each time period. You're like, bruh, they didn't mention this. They didn't mention steam engine. They didn't mention how you could build factories anywhere now. They didn't mention how the telegraph changed communication. Y'all know so much. Get ready to eat. And that might be why you should do a quick context brain dump before you read the docs, so you're ready to pounce. You know, and then lastly, I always tell my students, and it's true, bro, no matter what you do, just try as hard as you can. I don't care if you get a 1. If you try as hard as you can for me, and you can look me in the eyes and tell me, Mr. Jones, you know, I love you. I tried as hard as I could. I got a 1. Hey, I love you too. I will not hold that against you. All right? Just try as hard as you can. Be mentally strong. Don't let the test beat you. Like, oh, I'm missing some. I've never heard of this guy. They do that on purpose. They're trying to weed out the weak people. We are not weak. We are strong. And we will eat. We will dominate. You got this. Trying to think of anything else to tell you before we go. You know, even if you don't remember anything I just said, it doesn't matter. Just try as hard as you can. Go fast. Try as hard as you can. Don't marry those documents. Just use them. Toxic relationship. Read enough to where you can use it. Just try as hard as you can, and you're gonna do great. I promise you, we're gonna slay. We're gonna do awesome. Many people will be happy. You know how some people are. They're like, oh, that question was hard. I'm feeling bad. Don't listen to them. We crushed. We ate. We dominated. I promise we will. It's already happened. You know, believe it. Go into. I don't care what the DBQ is. Don't care. Don't care what it's about. I don't care. Give me something, anything, and you're gonna get it right. Break the docs down. I'll give you an argument. Yep, that was terrible, highly terrible because blah 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 and because blah blah blah. All right, you're ready. Please sleep. Don't cram. Swara, don't cram. You know, there's other people too, but I know she's gonna be the worst. Do not cram. Sleep, hydrate, get there early. You're gonna be fine. Breathe. Your brain and heart works better when you breathe. Well, that question sucked. Move on to the next one, baby. Because half of them right gets you a 3. All right, 70% gets you a 5. Keep trucking. We got this. Love you guys. I'm very excited. I'm hype. Let's go. We're gonna eat. We're gonna dominate. See ya.